Full tower formation Tango 1947 Zulu, wind 210 at 8, visibility 8, sky clear, temperature 22, dew point 12, altimeter 299.4. Veer off approach in use, arriving departing runway 24. By zero mission, personnel equipment working north of taxiway Bravo. Advise on initial contact, you have information Tango.
Information turbulence.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Can you hold the brakes for me 1 second?
Absolutely, hold on just a second.
Yep.
Don't let go of anything
Okay.
until I say my airplane and you confirm it. My airplane.
Your airplane.
My airplane.
Okay, my airplane.
Your airplane.
My airplane.
I got 4 Romeo Hotel traffic upwind Mooney, 2 o'clock mile, turning southbound, indicates 500 climbing. Mooney 81 Quebec traffic a mile east westbound, indicates 1,000 helicopter. Mooney 81 Quebec, turn left, contact left south tower 123.85, good day. Two 853 approved, wind 20010, altimeter 299.4, runway 24 5 takeoff.
Fulton Ground, good afternoon. Cirrus 747, Sierra Delta over at Northwest Hangars with Tango looking at taxi active.
Cirrus 747 Sierra Delta, Fulton Ground, runway 24, taxi via Bravo.
Runway 24 via Bravo 7 Sierra Delta.
I got the 4 Romeo Hotel traffic south, no factor.
And the other hangars, you said, are on the opposite side of the field down there.
Correct.
You got it.
A whole bunch down there. These were owned by AFI, or he leases them and then he subleases them.
Got it.
He's more expensive by at least $100.
Oh yeah. All right, we're clear right.
All right, thank you.
Where's the wind coming relative to us?
Wind, so as always, it's a quartering, rear quartering.
Sugar 853, traffic ahead to your
Right
left,
quarter.
westbound 900 helicopter.
Good. So down and away, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Good. Good. Solid work.
I got 4 Romeo Hotel traffic upwind going straight out Cherokee, low level climbing as you in sight, frequency change approved, good day.
Solid work, Jimmy. Above what oil temperature should you ever attempt to do a run-up or an engine run-up?
Above what temperature should I attempt?
Yeah.
Usually you want to be in the green, so right at 100.
Above 100. Solid
Right.
work. Good. Good work. You might be in a really cold place someday, or maybe your run-up will be just a quick taxi someday and you'll show up. I want that to be a habit. You look here.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
I'm above that.
Yep.
And the warmer the better,
Yep.
just like your car. Excellent. Good. Those hangars look smaller.
Some of them are.
Got it.
So they have, I think, 3 different. Well, they'll probably be closed by the time we get back. But
Got it.
next time.
around November 8th.
No, I'm just curious.
No, next time we meet, let's
238,
meet. We'll take you over there. If you want to come a little bit early, and we'll go talk to them, and we'll put you.
Cool. I'm just curious what it looks like. I've always been curious, like the whole area, like
Right.
what the wait time is for these hangars and stuff. They're hot commodities.
Yep.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. And just an FYI, I put this on recirc mode, so you know.
Which is fine on the ground.
Correct.
But,
Good.
when in the air,
Good.
let's not.
And it's much colder on the ground in recirc. Excellent. Excellent.
Okay. Checklist. Doors. How's yours?
Yep, closed.
Good. Cap handles are moved. We both have our seatbelts on. Air conditioning is nice and on. Fuel quantity, we're almost exactly the same. Loose pump is on. Mixture is set as required. Flaps will go to 50.
Mine work.
Mine work. Transponder set 1200. That's not changing. Do this. It's not that we need it, but
Don't even worry about a flight plan.
got it.
I will be your ATC And I'll give you vectors, altitudes and vectors.
From?
It'll be a right downwind departure.
Yep.
So on the initial right downwind, you could even put the heading bug right now to 060 because that's the initial heading I want you to turn to. And it'll be a right turn 060.
Okay. Oh, right turn 060.
Yep. After we take off. And then the initial altitude will be 3,500. And literally when we get there, I want you to level off and the whole thing. Good.
Okay, so navigation radio is pretty much set.
Yep.
Let me put in 135,925. And then we got 122.
Fullerton Tower, November 80238, ready for VFR release.
VFR release?
Probably a new pilot. He doesn't know how to say it.
Fullerton Tower, 24 clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff runway 24238.
Okay, let's check some engine stuff.
Or maybe ask for flight following.
Oh.
That's what his thing. But
So we'll go to bring the mixer back up for that, or doesn't matter? What's your...
I would go 3/4 otherwise.
So we'll go about right there.
Yep. On a nice hot day. 77 degrees out.
So let's bring on some power, get to 7,700, or 1,700.
And then on your way there, let's load the system.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good. Make sure it could handle. Look at that.
Right.
Excellent. Charging. Good.
Three Charlie Echo, thanks. Fullerton altimeter 2994.
Oh, we got a 100 RPM drop on that one. Or, you know, it might be because we loaded it. Let me bring it up. Let me do it again.
Don't move the power once you start.
No, I'm just going to, let me just resync it.
Good. Leave the power where it's at.
Okay, try it again. So we're starting at 80. Uh, 50.
This 238 traffic 8 south,
Got 100,
inbound,
110.
3040 descending,
Yep.
contact SoCal departure, tell me looking for the Cessna, good day.
Both within 150 and 75 of each other?
I haven't verified that.
238.
So it's not coming back.
So that's your starting point. Do it again.
Fullerton Tower, Cessna 20496 is
This
over
one's strong.
Stadium.
Cool. Back to both.
300 inbound with Tango.
And then to the left.
406 full tower, turn 10 degrees right for left base, only 24, report the airport site.
10 degrees right for left base. We'll report when airport inside 20496.
All right, very good. Within 150 and 75 each other? Cool.
Yeah.
You can unload the system. Solid. And then we'll do idle check. Good work. The big thing with run-ups is make sure there's no,
Right.
both mags are working, right? And there's no 500
Right.
RPM drop. Anything within that, you know, anything close, as long as you know what we're looking for.
Right.
Excellent. We're not looking for a deviation of 10 RPM. Cool. And then full rudder deflection. That's also part of your flight controls. Good, free and clear.
Autopilot check.
Okay. Cool.
So 496 traffic, 10 o'clock, 3 miles, turning eastbound, indicates 1,800 climbing Cessna.
Checklist is complete.
Do you see a message over there?
Yep.
Let's read it, interpret it. So when it comes to clearing stuff, I want you to read
it.
interpret. Applies to me, doesn't apply to me, clear it.
2.5 miles,
Make sense?
converging
Solid.
eastbound, Cessna indicates 2,000.
Okay, so
We'll be looking for that traffic.
we're talking, let's talk briefing. We're going to Big Bear. Want to make a right downwind, 060. Let me go ahead and get these ready, right?
The foggles?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the air.
Okay.
You could put it. How would you get it
right
ready?
here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll just get them ready.
In the air, I'll take controls, and
Yep.
then I'll have you put them on,
Got it.
and then I'll give you controls back.
Okay.
Cool.
Basically, though, you're navigating. You're telling me direction, altitude, all that.
I will be air traffic control. I'll give you vectors and altitude. So I'll give you headings and altitudes all the way to Big Bear.
Okay.
And you'll have the foggles on.
Right.
And I'll throw some constant airspeed climbs at you. And in a constant airspeed climb, Jimmy, in a constant airspeed climb, how do you control the speed of the airplane? With your right hand or your left hand?
In a constant speed?
In a constant airspeed climb, how do you control the speed of the airplane? With your right hand or the left or your left hand?
Well, I would say with pitch, right? Constant airspeed. Maybe let me understand the question.
If we take off and I tell you I want you to climb to 3,500 feet at 101,
right?
How do you maintain 101 with your right hand or your left hand?
Well, in a climb, I'm controlling it with pitch.
Good.
We're full power.
Good. So that'll be your right hand or your left hand?
That'll be my left hand.
Solid work.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Constant airspeed climbs, you control the speed, like you said, with pitch. In your case, it's the left hand. In my case, it would be my right hand. Does that make sense? Because our power is constant.
Right.
Easy?
Yep.
So I'll have you do those on the way to Big Bear. Solid work. Good.
Okay. On takeoff, anything before 73, we're going to pull our power. We're going to use our brakes, use our runway, stop. Anything after 73, we're continuing, but we're nosing over, looking for a place to land. Anything in the, somewhere in the pattern altitude, we're going to turn around, try to land. Worst case scenario, for 600 feet or above, we do have caps. Any questions?
No questions. Sounds good.
Okay, so that's done. Okay, we'll get my map up.
Beautiful. Before you start moving, there's two more things on that screen. That's one. What's another thing we should do?
On this screen?
Getting the map up is one part. Good. The
Yeah.
range is another part. You want proper range on there. 10 works great. Excellent. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Now I could see, there's traffic there. Otherwise, you just see all of LA. It doesn't really help you.
Right.
Solid work. Good.
Okay.
Good work, Jimmy. Really good stuff.
And we're going to request a right downwind departure.
Solid work. Jimmy, I could feel you getting better at all this. I could feel it in my bones. You own the operation. You own it. I love it. Do you feel better too, or is it just that I feel that you're better?
No, I feel better.
You feel right? You're in control of what's going on. Good.
Floating Tower, Sierra 747 Sierra Delta, holding short runway 24, looking for a right downwind departure, please.
747 Sierra Delta, Float Tower, traffic landing, give me a minute or two.
7 Sierra Delta.
Good work. Really good stuff, James. Like all your work is clean, right? You know when to do a briefing. You do the briefing. I don't need to prompt you, right? You got the screen, the range, the traffic. You remember. You got your altitude, the frequencies. You're staying ahead of the airplane. You're on it. You're on it. You're on it. Solid work. Really good stuff. I feel like those planes there never move. They just sit there.
Yeah.
I told you I came here once and a plane clipped the fence.
No.
Yeah, and they, I guess, crashed. I think they were fine. And the runway was closed, so we had to go someplace else.
Okay, boost pump, make sure flaps, our lights,
6159 Juliet, Yorba Linda with Tango.
There's one more thing to look at, but I don't blame you for missing it because it's something we typically don't use.
Site, 4 to 8 mile final.
No?
Traffic,
Sure.
90 miles
solid work,
southeast of the airport, inbound to Bonanza.
Especially in the summer months now, you'll use the recirc. So just something to look at. See how colder it is?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just 496 in front of you, taxi Alpha to General, good day.
Taxi Alpha to General 496, thank you.
07 Sierra Delta, right downwind approved, runway 24 clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, Sierra 7 Sierra Delta.
Good. Perfect. Solid work.
Okay, you ready to go?
What do you say?
Finals clear.
Absolutely solid, good. If you don't say it, the DPE doesn't know you're thinking it or looking at it. Good, solid.
Bonanza,
Good
11
work.
o'clock, 3 miles
Ready
northbound.
Ready to go, yep.
Let's
Let's make it happen.
Not yet on the frequency.
Okay, I'll plan on following him, and we're just hitting the
Okay, power's coming in. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed is alive. Full power.
And a little into the wind. See the left crosswind? Good. Good. Almost take off into the wind.
Bonanza 552, taxi
Good.
eastbound,
Perfect.
right there at Alpha.
Solid.
And we'll point out
Nice
the
work.
run up when you get closer.
You got to cancel that wind out.
Right.
And your tendency, so
Right.
double whammy. Good.
Fuller Tower, Bonanza 721, Romeo Sierra, coming up on State College, landing with Tango.
Flaps coming up.
Good.
Bonanza 721, Romeo Sierra, full entire, make a straight in runway 24.
Bonanza 1, Romeo Sierra, straight into runway 24.
So right now, caps are available.
Right.
I just want you to imagine, if you lost your engine right this second, your hands go here. Just kind of run through that mentally.
I mean, we have Beach Boulevard. We have a field right there.
We do, right?
But we do have caps, like you said.
Right, so
We have some grass
over
over there. We have the field that way, but
you'd be amazed how far these places are with
Right.
this plane. It falls like a potato. If you
Right.
lost it right there, you'd pull caps. Now, you could probably make Fullerton somehow.
right.
Bonanza 552, off your right wing, the light colored asphalt is the runoff
Good.
area.
Tell you what, go to a 080.
080.
Write it on the airplane.
Yep.
Good. My airplane.
Your airplane.
My airplane.
Your airplane.
You remember what the first thing it is that we do every time you get a heading?
We write it on the
Write
board.
it on the airplane. Good. Ooh, there we go. All good.
There's 7 Sierra Delta, remain north of finals of Bonanza inbound 1,800 on 4 mile final.
All right, Wilco, 747 Sierra Delta.
I'll put that. Is that okay right there
Yep.
for now? Okay.
Put the foggles on whenever you get a chance.
Okay. Going from blind to real blind.
There you go.
Bonanza 1 Romeo Sierra, traffic 12 o'clock, opposite direction, Cirrus, altitude indicates 2,400.
Bonanza 1, Romeo Sierra, negative contact, we're looking.
Got the foggles on?
I do.
Cool. Square the heading bug.
Squared.
Your airplane.
My airplane.
Got it?
Yep.
Cool. Hand on the throttle.
And on throttle.
Solid. Keep doing what you're doing. 061 on the heading.
Sierra, the traffic's at coming to 3,000, no factor, runway 24 for the land.
Bonanza 1, Romeo Sierra.
And I got that traffic in sight.
Roger. There's 7 Sierra Delta, pre-transfer of Zero.
All right, we got the traffic off our right. We'll see you soon, 7 Sierra Delta. All right. Switching that just to get off of that. Nice work. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yep.
060 on the heading. And climb to 3,500.
3,500.
Back.
Turkey 59 Juliet, number 2.
Let's go 080 on the heading and up to 3,500. Nice work. How does it feel with just the foggles?
Feels good.
Good. Good. Now part of flying in reference to instruments alone is controlling the airplane. But believe it or not, Jimmy, that's only one part of the pie. The other part of the pie is actually managing the airplane and not falling behind the airplane. And believe it or not, in IMC, when you get your instrument, you'll find, oh, I forget my cruise checklists, I forget to lean my mixture, because I'm so focused on maintaining what we call positive control of the airplane. And we get what's called fixation. You're so dang focused on this that you leave the airplane behind, and now the airplane is neglected.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, we don't want to neglect anything. So let's run through our cruise checklist, bring the power back, we'll lean the mixture, we'll do everything we otherwise would do when we reach our cruise altitude. Easy?
Yeah.
Nice
So
work.
let's see. Yeah, thank you.
Yep, there you go. Oh, no, let's do that. Or do you want some?
Yeah, I need some. Yeah.
How's that?
Yep.
Cool.
And a 5 up 2, runway 24, taxi be Alpha. Taxi be Alpha.
Good, you brought the power back, you lean the mixture, and then balance and boost pump. Good. As we're doing this, by the way, a quick thing, you don't have to see this for leaning every time. A quick thing is just to kind of note that. Going up to, 15, whatever it is, 14, 15, is just a quick way to kind of lean the mixture out. As long as you bring it back some.
Okay.
Make sense? But you could look at that if you want as well. Good, you're back to your heading, because that was my next question. See what happens when we're so...
Now I just need to focus on my altitude.
Yep. So is that too leaned, or how do you want it with the mixture?
Feels rough, but... Rich.
Nice, you got back to your heading. Good. So we're learning. That's good. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay.
What I'm trying to get to the point here is lean the mixture. Bring the power back.
Okay.
Don't neglect the airplane because you're so focused on this. That's what I'm getting at.
Right.
I'm not looking for a perfect leaning. Does that make sense?
Right.
Cool. Solid.
Is
Good.
this too hot for you though, or?
Hey, you could go a little richer on that. Yeah. That's good. Solid. Good. Now show me 3500 and 080 on the heading. Do you see my point with fixating on one thing,
Yes, absolutely.
neglecting another? Not intentionally. It's just the byproduct, which is why this training is so important. People do foggle training and they go, oh, look at me.
Right.
I could fly the airplane and keep it at 3,500 feet. But guess what they neglect?
Everything else.
Everything else. They don't bring the power back. They don't do cruise checklist. They don't do the mixture. They don't switch the tanks to the fullest tank. All these different things are missed. So the training is to keep everything coming as you always do with only reference to the instruments. Easy?
Yep.
Solid. Solid work. Good, so show me 3,500 feet. Actually, let's go up to 7,500 feet. And give me a 090 on the heading. Nice work. First thing we do is write it down on the plane. Good. What's the next thing we do?
So we're putting our power back in and everything.
First, the mixture.
Mixture.
Mixture. Again, full mixture. Bring it up to 3/4.
Okay.
Cool. And then go full power. Even a little more mixture. Good. Full power. Good. And now we enter into the climb. It's just like you're already going for takeoff.
Right.
You take the runway, you bring the mixture, and then power. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool. What you're doing now, Jimmy, is what we call aircraft management. You're managing a bunch of different things. You're managing the plane, you're managing the systems, you're managing your heading, you're managing your altitude, and you're probably looking at the screen to figure out, am I busting any airspace?
Yeah.
So you're managing a bunch of different things at the same time while only saying this.
Right.
You see what I'm getting with that?
Yep.
Excellent. Aircraft management is the training we're conducting right now. Good work. Nice work. Show me your climb all the way up to 7,500 at 110 knots, 110. Nice. Beautiful. Do you pitch up or down if you're too slow?
If I'm too slow, I pitch down.
Good. How about when you're too fast?
Pitch down.
Too fast?
If I'm too fast, pitch up.
Good. Solid. Jimmy, I'm proud of you. Do you hear what I mean by we're not only training to fly, we're also training to manage at the same time?
Yes.
You hear where I'm going with that?
Yes.
Good work. Flying is only a small part of the pie. We could all fly. We can't all manage, right? We could all juggle 2 balls. We can't juggle 4. I'm teaching you how to juggle 3 or 4 balls right now. Nice work. Look at that 110. Beautiful. Beautiful. When you start flying, you're juggling no balls. And then eventually you juggle 1 ball.
Right.
You throw it in the air and you catch it. Then you juggle 2 balls. Now you're juggling about 4 balls. See how that works? Excellent. 1,000 feet to go. Good. Now all the way to 7,500, I want you to show me a climb at 105 knots, 105. Good. Nice.
Traffic.
I'm looking. I got him.
You got him?
I got him inside their no factor.
Thank you.
Give me a left turn heading 080. Because I got him, I am acknowledging, clearing, exiting the traffic. Good, 200 feet to go. And this time I want you to do everything we do at cruise without me prompting you. Take your time, there's no rush. Good, what did we just learn?
Too many things too quick.
Good.
I didn't let it settle.
Perfect, so you parallel your cruise altitude from under it.
Right.
Let it reach it. Make sure you have it in the sack.
Right.
And then defend it. Excellent. Nice work. As long as we're learning things, it's always a great day. Good work.
I'm
Nice.
just leaning based on temperature.
Yeah, just bring it up to 14, 15, 14, 50. I just want to see you thinking and leaning and managing your airplane, even though you're in IMC. You hear that?
Yes.
Cool. Let's pay attention to the heading. Good. And 7,500 feet, Jims. There's a lot going on. Excellent. You're juggling 4 balls. You're juggling a lot. There's a lot on your plate. Good. What else do we do at cruise? We look at 2 other things.
Besides our mixture?
Yes, down here.
Fuel.
Good. Don't forget them. They're part of your airplane.
Yep.
Good. Make sure you're on the fullest tank. If you are, then keep it there.
Yep.
Good. Solid work. If you wanted to get from here to Big Bear using your GPS to have it draw a pink line between you and Big Bear, how would you do that?
Direct.
If you would do that, there's nothing in the flight plan.
Well,
right?
if I have a flight plan, yeah. If I want, so do you want me to do that?
Yes, while maintaining 75 and 080. So first go to 75.
Right.
First have that. If you attempt doing this without that, the chances of you defending that are slim to none.
Right.
First get that. And whenever you get a chance, while flying the airplane, and you'll find the only way to do it is 1,000,000 miles an hour, your eyes will go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because you don't have 4 sets of eyeballs.
Right.
Back and forth. All right, whenever you get a chance, you can go ahead and make that happen while showing me 75. Come down to 75. And remember what we talked a lot about? If something you're doing isn't enough, go more. Do you hear that?
Yep.
Good. Now defend that. Solid. There you are. Defend 75. Good. Whenever you're ready, Jims, make it happen with the GPS. So 7,500 and 080. 7,500 and 080. And take your time. There's no rush with it. Aircraft control is number 1. Good. You're doing great. Now turn and fly to it. Very nice work. Look at that 75, Jimmy. Do you see what that looks like?
Yes.
Very careful, very slow. This is my priority. Does that make sense?
Yes.
If I lose this, this is good for nothing. That's my priority. I don't care if it takes you 10 minutes to figure out straight line to Big Bear. Solid work. I want you to keep that needle centered while climbing up to 9,500 feet, 9,500.
So 033? Or do you want the green needle? You want the
green needle. So forget the heading. I want you to see this course?
Yep.
I want you to maintain that needle centered. So now we're tracking a course, not a heading. And climb up to 9,500 feet. So we ride it on the airplane. Good. Good. And then how do we deal with our mixture and power? Mixture.
Yeah.
Good. Good. And then power. Good. And then you enter into a nice climb. Beautiful. And I want you to climb at 115 knots, 115.
115.
Nice job on the needle. Good work. Whenever you get a chance, I want you to tell me the distance and time between us and Big Bear.
Distance is 33 miles, 15 minutes.
And if our final cruise altitude is 9,500 feet, how much altitude do we have to lose between us and Big Bear's TPA?
1,500 feet, so we have 3 minutes.
Cool. So when this says 3 minutes, we will begin what?
Our descent.
Let's square the heading bug just for professional reasons. Good. Jimmy, I'm very proud of you. Just clean work. You see how flying could be cleaner and less clean?
Yep.
Good. Clean. Good. So you see up here with the power we have, 115, kind of struggles in climbing.
Yep.
Let's do this. Show me a climb at 105.
105.
And show me that needle center. Let's pay attention to the needle.
So more to the right, right?
Where's our needle right now?
So our needle's right here. What
That's
needle are you talking about?
us.
Sorry.
The needle that we're maintaining centered. What needle is representing our course?
I thought it was the green.
It is the green,
Oh.
but is that the needle or is the needle... The green is the plane. See
Right.
the plane?
Right.
So what's the needle? Point to the needle.
That's
No.
the plane. Oh, right here.
Nope.
Where?
Where's the green needle?
Oh, right here?
No.
I'm totally lost right now. Sorry. Oh, there. So we need to go to the right. Okay,
Good.
I'm sorry.
Did you know that?
I thought I did.
Okay. Okay, I thought so too.
Yeah.
It's been a big thing of yours where you think this is the needle.
Yeah.
That's always in front of you.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so solid.
So point to
That's the
it.
needle. Not too steep because you'll blow right
I'll blow
through
right
it.
through it.
Correct. Nice and shallow. Good.
So
I would start turning left because it's coming into you quickly because we
Yeah.
went fairly steep. Good. That's your needle. Good. And you saw why you drifted to the left
Yep.
because your wind is
Wind.
coming from the right, crosswind. Good. And you could always cross-check that with this.
That,
Gives
yeah.
you a great idea of where we're at relative to it. Good. Solid work. Let it settle. Not too fast like before. Go up to 95. You see we're paralleling it again lower. Good learning. Go up to it and then defend it. You could only defend something you already obtained and achieved.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You heard the term defending champion?
yes.
You got to be the champion before you could defend it.
Right.
You got to reach your cruise altitude before you could hold on to it.
Right.
Otherwise you parallel it too soon or blow through it and parallel it too high. Good work. Good. Solid. And you see the higher you are, the less you'll bring the throttle back to see that 65 because you're anyway close to it.
Right.
The higher you go, this is all your engine could put out.
Right.
Solid work. How many minutes from Big Bear are we right now?
25.
Minutes.
Oh, minutes, 10 minutes, I'm sorry.
Solid work. Good. When will we begin our descent?
3 minutes.
Solid work. Good. Do you have Big Bear's frequency?
Yes, right here. So we got AWAS.
Big Bear City.
And then the CTAF was 1218?
12275.
That's a CTAF?
Yeah.
Cool. So, when you're done with the ATIS, do your thing with the ATIS.
Visibility 10. Ceiling 8,000. Broken 9,500. Broken. Temperature 14 Celsius. Dew point -6. Altimeter 3014. Remarks. Density altitude 8,000. Big Bear City Airport. Automated weather observation 2105 Zulu. Weather. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Ceiling 8,000. Broken 9,500. Broken. Temperature 14 Celsius. Dew point -6. Altimeter 3014. Remarks. Density altitude 8,000.
Good. And once you're done with that, I want you to really be more aggressive, not aggressive, but more anal about your altitude and your needle. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Excellent. Just imagine you're losing about $500,000 every minute that you're off your altitude. Just kind of, that's the mindset I want you to have.
Yep.
And that's really true in flight training. The reason you don't do things perfectly is because you're not losing $500,000 a minute. So if you could get your brain, just trick it, just tell it, I'm losing my entire livelihood if I'm not 9,500 feet, it might help. But no one will hold you to that but you. It's either important to you or not. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Solid. Good. Good work. So the big takeaway I want you to take away from this flight when it comes to aircraft management, Jimmy, is that the airplane doesn't care that you can't see outside.
Right.
It doesn't care. It doesn't know.
Right.
Nor is it interested.
Right.
All it knows is, are you managing me or are you not managing me? Are you bringing the power back or are you too distracted with other stuff and you're forgetting about managing the airplane? Does that make sense? Excellent. The airplane doesn't know, nor does, just like it doesn't care if you bust airspace. So keep that in mind. You're the only one in the plane who's thinking. You're the only one with the brain. Good work. Why'd you bring the power back?
I'm trying to help with the descent.
You don't need to bring the power back for that. If you're at cruise and you're 200 feet high, do you ever bring the power back or do you just get on your altitude?
I'm trying not to do a, one
Why
of these.
not?
If you're okay with it, I'll be more...
No, you could just do a little bit of that, go down, and then hold it, and then trim the airplane to hold that.
All right.
Yeah.
Got it.
You know that, no?
I don't know if yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I know you know that. Yeah, you don't need to bring the power back for that.
Okay.
For altitude corrections at cruise, it's a pitch issue, not a power issue.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you want to leave the power where it's at. Good. How do you feel about flying with foggles? By the way, I should say this. Even though I'm holding you to high standards here, you did a phenomenal job, Jimmy.
I need to defend my altitude.
Exactly.
More.
Good. And relieve that pressure with your wrist with trim.
Right.
Good. Good. You're learning that. Nice work. Right. The altitude. What's good? I'm happy you learned. One of the things you learned is my altitude runs away from me.
Runs away from me. Yeah.
Good. It's like a dog on a leash.
Right.
Guess what? Guess what you need? What type of training you need if your dog keeps running away from you?
Obedience.
How to keep your dog. Exactly. Good. Good. Obedience. We got to do obedience training with the airplane.
Right.
How do I make sure the plane doesn't run away from me?
Right.
That's it. You named it better than I could ever name it. Obedience training. How do I get the plane to stay exactly where I want it to stay?
Right.
Good. Feel good about the foggles for now?
Yeah.
Nice work. My airplane.
Your airplane?
My airplane.
Your airplane.
Take the foggles off. I want to show you, 95 does cut it, meaning we won't plow into that mountain. But would 11.5, just for future reference, be more comfortable as far as getting us in and
We're
out
on
of
the
Big
other
Bear?
side of that.
Correct.
Absolutely, 11.5 is way
Good.
better.
So that's why I want you to take the foggles off and see this. Even though 95 will get us above that.
It'll crest us, basically.
Correct.
It'll feel like a crest.
So just for future reference, going to Big Bear, 11.5 is a lot more comfortable in terms of staying away from terrain.
Okay.
And by the way, I should say, Jimmy, other than, if I let go of the yoke, look, the plane is going to the left.
Right.
So a little bit out of trim laterally for the roll.
Right.
Look at your trim vertically for the pitch. You got it perfectly. We're not climbing, we're not descending. You see the plane's moving to the left?
Right.
So a little more right trim. Excellent. Aileron trim, solid. But I just want to compliment you. The plane's not running away from us with altitude, so nice job trimming it. Your airplane.
My airplane.
Your airplane.
My airplane.
Good. And now back to just normal operation. Get us into Big Bear.
Now we said 3 minutes. It feels like it's too soon.
Good, good. I'm glad you said that. So here's the rule with VFR descents. This is for planning and reference only. In reality, we look out the window and we descend when we feel like it's right. If it feels too soon, don't descend yet. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good. And I still want you to keep the needle centered just because that will set you up on a perfect 45 entry to the pattern. What can we do with our range as we get a little closer? Good, 1 tick in. Solid, you did it, good. Nice work.
And Big Bear traffic, White Cirrus, 7 Sierra Delta. It's about 7.5 miles southwest, inbound full stop for runway 26, Big Bear.
Beautiful. And what was the CTAF frequency?
I had it right here.
12272. Cool.
I can put it here. I can put it here. This radio is a little bit better.
Yeah. Nice work.
Okay.
Good. If what I would do in this case is I wouldn't start descending until I have a visual on the airport.
Right.
And then I could confirm I'm not descending into a house, I'm actually descending towards the airport.
So the airport, I'm going to say, is over there.
Don't guess. That's why I said still keep the needle centered. You see why I'm having you do that?
Yep.
Because it'll take you to the airport.
Right.
Good. What I could start doing is bring it back to the 100 knots, exactly. Because we know we're getting close. I can't see it, but I know I'm close.
Right.
Cool.
Now make sure, leave it.
Yes, leave the mixture for now.
Make sure boost pump is on. I'm going to go to the full tank real quick.
Let me know when you see the airport.
I see the airport.
Cool.
Right there.
So you could start descending gradually to TPA. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. And we could make a call and say we're on the 45 for a left downwind, runway what?
26.
Cool.
Big Bear traffic, White Cirrus, 7 Sierra Delta is entering a 45 for a left downwind for runway 26, Big Bear.
Good. You really want to make sure here.
97154, turning right crosswind for 25 Oceanside.
Oh, that's Riverside. I just want to confirm this is the frequency. Can't hurt to double check. It probably is, as they all share the same frequencies. And looks like the CTAF here is 12272. You got it. So they all share the same frequency. Nice work.
Okay, so TPA is 8,000.
Yeah.
Turn.
Take it away. And it'll all be normal. Your numbers here are the same. Everything's the same. The only thing will be your ground speed will be much higher. Show me 8,000. Show me 8,000. You know, not a hair under TPA. Nothing changes. Look at your ground speed.
Yeah.
See what that does to you at high altitudes?
Yep.
Good. Good. Bring power back. No call yet. You make a call when you turn base. Don't worry about the radio and flaps 50 and start descending. Everything's normal. Mixture, go to 3/4. Good. Excellent.
Big Bear traffic, White Cirrus, left base for runway 26, Big Bear.
Bring power back a little more. You see how we're fast?
Yep.
Good. Let's go flaps 100.
And
Final looks clear.
Continues.
Good. And if you're high on glide path, like you always do, power all the way out, get down with gravity, and then reintroduce the power.
Right.
Call.
And Big Bear traffic, White
500.
Short final for runway 26, Big Bear.
Power all the way out. It should have gone out sooner, right?
Right.
Excellent, because we knew we're high.
Right.
Good. Let's slip it. Good. Point to the runway. Keep the slip in. Good. Keep the slip. Point towards the runway. We don't need any power. Beautiful. Now smoothly bring the slip out. Now bring some power just so the engine won't die on us when we bring the power back, and make it a normal landing. Take your time. Bleed it. Normal landing. Welcome to Big Bear. Don't fry your brakes. There's no one behind us.
Right.
Beautiful job. Jimmy?
Sir.
Nice work, man.
We'll go on the next one.
Yeah, to do your thing. Don't fry your brakes. Beautiful out here.
Yeah.
Nice work, James.
It's kind of tight, isn't it? It feels tight. The pattern feels tight. I don't know if it's the terrain that throws
The pattern, well, you could have turned a little later.
a little later. Yeah.
It's fine where you turned as long as you stay on your pitch and power.
Power.
Bring that power back and keep descending with gravity. We were late to reduce the power, right? You saw that?
Yep.
Excellent. So the only thing left was a slip or a go around, because you don't want to float halfway down the runway.
Right.
Good. Solid. Bring the mixture back. Good. And remember, our default RPM here is
1200.
excellent. Nothing less than 12. Good. We could make a call and say you're taxiing to fuel.
And Big Bear traffic, White Cirrus is cleared of runway 26 at Golf, taxiing to fuel station, Big Bear.
Excellent. You could even make it 13, your default.
Okay.
You just want to keep air coming. Beautiful. Jimmy,
Yes, sir.
nice work, man. That was a lot I threw at you on that flight. But you're learning. We juggled like 4 or 5 balls on that flight.
Yeah.
What's the big takeaway? The big takeaway is, even though you're focused on that and fixation might happen, the plane still needs to be managed by the pilot.
Right.
And the plane doesn't know nor does it care that you can't see outside.
Right.
It doesn't care that you're fixated.
Right.
You either lean the mixture or you don't. You remember to bring the power back or you don't.
Right.
Easy?
Yep.
Really good work, Jimmy. Really good work. Coming into here, pitch and power. Pitch and power. We were high, slip. Nice job. Good work.